What have you liked what you've done personally these last couple games?
Just being able to rebound and score down low for my team and try to play good D.
Is there anything different about your game right now than maybe at the start of the year?
My role's definitely stepped up a lot now that Dre's been taken out, but it's the same. Just I have to do it more at a consistent fashion.
Can you just talk about the difference between playing, I assume, pain-free right now as opposed to last year when you were dealing with so much pain?
You're kind of just worry-free now, and I get to play with a lot more intensity and be more physical just because I'm not worried about my leg hurting or it's going to hurt if I do this. So it's just more carefree.
Can you even put in words how much pain you were in last year?
It was bearable, but it was a lot. It was hard sometimes to get through games, but it's a lot better this year, and I'm very happy to be healthy.
Did it hurt the most during games last year and during practices, or was it a soreness like after?
Mostly just depending on the day. It could hurt during the game or just after the games or after practice. It just depended on how much wear and tear I put on it that day.
Right.
The best surgery you've ever had?
It's the only surgery I've ever had and hope to have. So yeah.
Just as the next step, sort of making sure you stay out of foul trouble. I know that hurt you a little bit at Notre Dame and has hurt you, throughout your career a little bit.
Correct. I just, I like to play physical, and sometimes my physicality gets me a little trouble. So hopefully just to tame the fouls down a little bit will help out a lot.
I mean, is it trying to strike a balance between continuing to stay physical, because you guys obviously need that, but not fouling?
Correct. You have to have that balance, and sometimes it's hard to decipher what the refs are going to call and what they're not. And so it just depends. It goes from game to game.
Did you watch the A&M game last night at all?
No, I didn't get a chance to. I was studying.
Okay. Good answer. But, even before you lost KK and Dre, you knew this 3-game stretch was going to be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, how much better do you think you guys will be when you come out of this stretch and move ahead the rest of your season?
I mean, we'll just have a lot more experience and hopefully a lot more confidence and know what we're capable of doing against top teams.
Number one thing with Alex is being consistent. Mm-hmm. But when you step back and look what she's done these last 2 games, what do you like what she's produced for you on the floor?
Well, she's starting to be very competitive, and I think that's the biggest thing, and knowing that she needs to step up in those areas, and she's not backing down. She's working even harder, but she has to be able to score a little bit deeper down low for us. Keep working on that 15-foot shot, but I think the rebounding is the biggest thing for us. We got to have a key rebounder on the offense and defensive end.
Do you need to look for her a little more, or does she just need to rebound, maybe get some more offensive rebounders and some point opportunities that way?
I think it's a combination. I think, just continuing to, having a young point guards, knowing when to pass the ball down low to our players, and her working harder and establishing position a little bit better. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a combination, looking for more and then continuing to build her offensive rebounds. And I think in reality, Ashley and Alex can be the best combination for scoring-wise, rebounding-wise, and getting up and down the floor.
This question probably doesn't have an answer, but how do you keep her out of foul trouble?
Well, she has to. I mean, that's just on her. She has to understand that she has to be in the game. She can use her length. She can have 2 hands straight up. Part of it is she's still not in total great shape, so maybe her balance and fatigue will cause that. But if we play zone, there's absolutely no reason to get in foul trouble. If obviously we're playing man, people are going to try to go after her because they know that that's the young lady that we have to keep in the game in order to be successful.
The difference between her trying to play last year and this year, night and day in your mind?
Oh, night and day. Yeah, I mean, she, last year, she definitely was in a situation where her stress fractures are like 3 cracks in different areas in her leg, and whether she should have played last year or not, she did everything for her team to possibly do that, and now she's healthy. Now it's just, you're always going to be sore after tough games, and it's just building that up. And I just feel by the time Big Ten, she's exactly where we need her to be, and that's obviously our charge.
She'll be a big key Thursday because of Daniel Adams.
Yeah.
And of what she does. So keeping Alex on the floor, how important will that be Thursday?
Oh, it's very, very important. You know, Alex needs to be playing like she did against Maryland, about 27, 28 minutes. We got to have her on the floor for many different reasons: her athletic ability, her rebounding ability, and obviously an opportunity to score over their players. You know, so she's got to understand the game plan and understand how important it is to be on the floor. And I always say, if you want to play, you just stay out of foul trouble. It sounds easy, but it's not always that easy when you're out there.
Just you guys have KK back with you at this point, and she won't travel obviously, but she'll be back around for the game Sunday then, I would imagine.
Yeah, we'll get our whole core back by Friday. You know, Dre and KK both will be around and kind of get that different type of emotion. They're great leaders, and they continue to inspire kids, because that's just what their role is, no matter if they play or you know, can't play or can play. So I think those are two big keys, and you just feel more whole when you have everybody around. It's been very difficult going through Dre's situation, and then KK being in the hospital 5-6 days, and then finally being able to see her yesterday here.
So Dre will be on the sideline in the whole game on Sunday, and will that be what it will be going forward?
I would think, yeah. I mean, you know, by that time, a lot of things are occurring, that things are, you know, looking good. So, you know, it'll be a consistent thing for both of them.
That's what I was going to ask. Any update on her
situation?
She got her pink line out, so her lunchbox is gone.
Lunchbox is gone.
She's in the gym. She looked good. She was shooting a little bit, but no, you know, her lunchbox is gone. But that means that, you know, obviously the antibiotic was needed for 14 straight days, which is the most important. And now you've got to see the next 2 or 3 days, since she doesn't have those antibiotics, how her body continues to feel. But all the doctor reports have been very positive. Obviously, he had some hearing issues, and we'll continue to work on those. But right now, everything looks unbelievably good.
Just more about A&M, just what strikes you, and you know, they had a game last night against Duke. Just kind of what catches your eye about them?
Very tenacious defense. They will deny you out to the sidelines. We have to handle the pressure. We can't pick the ball up. Anybody, even Duke and other teams that pick the ball up, you're not going to find an open pass. So you've got to make sure you always have your dribble, or you keep dribbling. Obviously, very quick transition, want to get up and down in offensive boards, and you know, they got good size and just great athleticism.
Okay, so how has the team handled losing 2 straight games after starting the season so well?
I think we're coming together. I know practices have been a lot tougher on us, and I think coaches are expecting a lot more out of us, so we're just trying to do what we can to, you know, flip it around.
So what's she saying to you in practice to help keep kind of the spirits up and stuff like that?
I mean, she's making everything a competition. Every drill's a competition. Okay. So between our team, I think that's a huge key for us, because we're also competitive with it. So she's keeping it fun, but competitive.
So, and then in practice, when you're getting ready for Texas A&M, are you doing anything differently?
No, not really. I think with the Notre Dame game, we know we shot ourselves in the foot with that game. So I think in practices we're focusing on us and what we can control with that.
So what are the keys to beating Texas A&M?
Playing our defense. I think that's what gets our offense going, and once we start that again, and we'll be on the right track.
Awesome. And then how are you personally preparing for Texas A&M? Are you doing anything differently? They're a very good team. Preparing any differently than you?
Yeah, no, I mean, they are a very good team. Just watching a lot of game tape and seeing players' tendencies, and hopefully to kind of get it beforehand, you know.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.